This is Mound City. This is the very well preserved, mainly rebuilt site, and you can see, I don't know if you can really see, but it's actually got the outer square still around it, like a raised earthwork bank, and all the mounds reconstructed inside it. It's a Hopewell site, 500 BC onwards. It was destroyed by the military when they created a base here, but it got rebuilt and when the base closed. So yeah, it's quite a lot to see here. It's unfortunate it's not real, but at least they kind of made an effort and we can get a sense of what these sites really look like. You can see the earthwork bank here, the way it curves round over the other side, with some other mounds in the centre of Mound City. And it's not a huge site, it's not as big as some of the other mega sites. Just in front of us you can see this is clearly an elliptical mound. It looks much like a long barrow that you would find in Britain. They found one grave here and many other spearheads beautifully carved. But yeah, this just reminds me very much of an English long barrow with another mound sitting behind it. So behind me here is Mound 7. Now this is the only surviving mound of the whole complex. It actually got protected during the building of the military camp here and didn't get destroyed. And what they found here was very interesting. They found layers of sand and clay and silt, all alternating layers, much as you would expect if you were trying to create a kind of energy kind of system, which is something obviously that John Burke and others have discussed in their research. And so it wasn't just a pile of dirt. These were complex layers, very thin layers, some of them, some were just a foot thick or a few inches thick. In them they found some incredible things, some mica sheets that came from the Carolina area, which, you know, obviously came a long way, and again they act as like insulators. And so there's different sort of technologies that to the untrained eye, people in the modern era wouldn't really know what they mean, but when you're looking at subtle energies and influencing those, you find evidence of that in these mounds. I've also been doing some bit of dowsing with my trusty dowsing rod here, and I found, surprisingly, even though many of these mounds are reconstructed, there's a lot of earth energies going on, running between the mounds. It almost seems like the outer ridge, or the raised bank more accurately, sort of traps the energy in, and then the energy kind of moves around, comes through the entrance. So yes, very interesting site. There's no one else here. Me and Sheena are the only people here today. So it's a pity really that not more people come and visit these incredibly beautiful sites. These are the legendary Squire and Davis, who did all the surveys of all the mounds back in the 1800s. This is their original book. This just shows some of the incredible alignments around High Banks Works. It's where we just visited briefly to do with all the ancient astronomical alignments. Absolutely incredible. This one's a copper breastplate, copper horns. All this copper came from Lake Superior, around the area in Michigan, Wisconsin, which we're going to be visiting very soon to explore some of the old copper mines. Go back 10,000 years, some of them. Copper horn. pretty amazing. And an alarm has just gone off. I'm a bit worried about that alarm. Is that the apocalypse alarm? It stopped. Oh, it started again. It's a bit worrying. What can that be for? What's that alarm? Okay. Has it stopped? Okay, we'll start again.